How's it going, guys? Welcome to the first proper EGD Sick Critic News Roundup. I'm Andros of EGD, and I'm joined by Brandon of Sick Critic. Now, let's dive into the news you may have missed. To start things off with PlayStation news, PlayStation's State of Play was yesterday. In case you haven't heard, it was Sony's own version of the Nintendo Direct. During this event, they showed off some new games coming to the PS4. Although most of them were VR, there's still a lot to walk away with. Some of our own personal top picks from this event were Iron Man VR.
You've made your share of enemies, sir. I'll need more time. Above you!
That's how it's done.
Threat neutralized.
No Man's Sky also has a new VR update coming in the summer. As you all heard, this game came out in 2016 and had a bit of a snag because there's a lot of content missing from the game. It was a little bit misleading, but after several updates, the game is definitely looking the way it was meant to be. It is an amazing game now. It won back a lot of fans. Matter of fact, it's one of the best sellers on Steam for a little while. If you have a VR headset, or if you're looking to dive into a deep, enthralling, awesome world in VR, definitely pick this game up. It'll be amazing in first-person view. I'm definitely going to be checking it out.
Another game was Ready Set Heroes, a 4-player co-op party game where teams of 2 compete to get through a dungeon before the other team. We also got a look at the story for Mortal Kombat 11. From what we can gather, the story has the characters put against versions of themselves from the 90s and includes many characters that fans of the series are already familiar with. Lastly, Days Gone received a comprehensive gameplay and story trailer ahead of its April 26th release. In this humble narrator's opinion, the game looks a little rough around the edges, especially when it comes to the animation. However, it's poised to be a cool, fast-paced addition to Sony's slew of PlayStation exclusives. There are quite a few games coming out this week to round out the month of March. Here's a little peek at those games so you can pick some of them up if you feel so inclined to.
Listen up, Warframe fans. I hope you're all as excited as I am. Warframe is having its 6th year anniversary, and they're giving out free gifts this week to celebrate. Make sure you log in and play the game and see what you get. Now, for some Nintendo news. If your Battle Royale itch hasn't been scratched, the Switch may be getting an all-new game called Realm Royale. This game is developed by a studio called Hi-Rez. They're the people behind the Overwatch clone Paladins. It's a pretty fun game. I've already played it on PC and Xbox. It's nowhere near as good as Fortnite. You could tell it's copying the formula, but it definitely has a little bit of charm of its own with the introduction of magic and other things added. They've been dropping a few different hints, like putting a picture of a red and blue chicken decked out in complete red and blue. If that's not a hint, I don't know what a hint is. We'll definitely keep you guys posted if this game ends up being released on the Switch.
Could the Switch be getting a revision this year? The Wall Street Journal seems to think so. We won't go too deep into this since it is still a rumor, but we are supposed to see a version of the Switch comparable to what the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are to their respective consoles, and a Switch that's a wee bit smaller than the traditional one. The smaller one will have stationary Joy-Cons and no vibration, as well as some other removed features to eliminate cost. When more details arise, we'll let you know.
As you guys remember, Nintendo had the Nindy Showcase last week. I'm sure you all remember as well that they showed off Cuphead coming to the Switch, which is phenomenal. It's funny because the developers actually said, quote, "Some people are worried if we were going to tweak or balance the game and adjust it, but we don't think that'll be fair. We wanted to let the next wave of gamers experience it exactly how we intended to make it." So, looks like you guys might end up having to strap your Joy-Cons down because you will be throwing them out of frustration. Also, in the Nindies Direct, Nintendo had plenty of interesting developments to show. They showed a game called My Friend Pedro, Red Lantern, and another really awesome game that's coming out by the developers of Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's Cadnice of Hyrule. At least I think it's pronounced Cadnice, to be really honest. But this game looks phenomenal. Crypt of the Necrodancer is incredibly fun. It's already out on Switch, guys. Definitely grab it if you're a Switch owner. It is on other systems as well, but specifically for Switch owners, if you want to get yourself ready for this game, I would recommend playing Crypt of the Necrodancer. But I am super excited for this game, and I'm going to play the hell out of it when it comes out.
Google announced its game streaming service called Stadia at this year's Game Developers Conference, and it's basically the next step in gaming. It was first tested in 2018 under Project Stream with Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now it looks like we'll be seeing a full release of the service later this year. While we don't know any more about when exactly, we do know that it will be releasing with Doom Eternal, so it's possible that the release of Doom could be a good way to gauge the release of Stadia once the game's date is announced at E3. Maybe, hopefully. Please? Quantic Dream, a story-driven developer known for their PlayStation exclusives, has 3 of their most popular titles coming to PC via, wait for it, the Epic Games Store. If you wanted to play Detroit Become Human, Beyond Two Souls, or Heavy Rain on even better graphical levels than the PS4, now you can in a truly epic fashion. While gameplay is seen as limited and almost non-existent in some cases in these games, there's no denying Quantic Dream's grasp of the creative narrative. While a release date is not yet announced for these, they will be coming sometime this year. If you're a fan of cryptic messages, this story's for you. Gearbox has been hard at work kerfuzzling their fans over the past 2 weeks with teaser posts on Twitter about PAX East. Posts have ranged from painfully obvious, like their initial tease of Borderlands 3 with an Exit 3 road sign in Borderlands design, to some fucking weird shit like a gif of an umbrella popping off. What the hell is that supposed to be? Gearbox is going to have a hell of a PAX East show. It's on March 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Alright, and that wraps things up for this roundup. Thank you guys for joining. You'll definitely be seeing something like this every Thursday and Friday. But I'm very happy to have you guys here. We're working very hard with Sick Critic to do lots of different news videos for you guys and bring more content to the channel. And in my absence, I've been working very hard on Jig's Adventure. For those of you that do not know, I am making a Splatoon animated comic for the channel. It's fully voice acted. It won't be too cheesy. I'm not that bad of a voice actor. I have been going to school for it. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fun. I think everybody will be able to enjoy watching it. So we're going to have a trailer up here pretty soon, and Jig's Adventure should launch in the next month or so. We're also working on a Young Justice Abridged, so that's also going to be very fun as well. We're going to be gearing things up with a few streams again. Not as heavy as it used to be, but you guys are still going to get some content every day. But either way, thank you guys for joining. If you'd like more information on anything that we spoke of, definitely check out Sick Critic's website. And if you felt informed and you want to see more video content here, as well as join live streams and stuff, definitely subscribe to Entertainment Gaming Daily. But yeah, this is Andros, and I will catch you guys later.